I wanted to ask about when you first started wrestling, because your dad was this legend, and I feel like nepotism in a way maybe works backwards in wrestling, because now you have shoes to fill. Like, the door may be opened, but you also have a mountain in front of you that your dad climbed, and now you have the pressure to try to climb as well. Did that affect how you entered the business, and perhaps maybe why even it took so long? Like, do you think maybe it was harder for you to climb that mountain because of what happened with your dad?
So I think you'll hear a lot of second generations say the same thing. Like, yeah, we got in the door. Dominic Mysterio going through it right now.
For sure.
We got in the door, but now everyone's looking at me and everyone's on these. That is true, but also just getting in the door is very hard. So, I've got my school, the Nightmare Factory thing, and we got like 80 kids there now. And that's hard because it's not that you don't think some of them aren't going to make it, but it is a difficult industry to make money in. And that is the goal here, guys. Like, I know you want to have moments and be on top, but you need to live.
Yeah, you got to pay the bills.
You got to pay the bills. You got to provide. I think it was difficult for me, but it's a worthy trade in. Here's the area, and I don't mean to knock any other second and third generations, but here's the area where it's a little trickier for me. Is Dusty has his fingerprints, even from the dead, on everything. Half these people in this Women's Royal Rumble were part of his tutelage. Bray Wyatt, a character he helped develop. Like, he had this, in the winter of his life, he had this final chapter where he was developing all these wrestlers that weren't me. And I thought, like, buddy, it wasn't I was on the road already, but I would have, I never got that. He was hands off with me. He left the writing team when I came up because he didn't want there to be any favoritism. He literally left the writing team and just left me to the wilderness. There's a famous legend wrestler who was with me and my manager at AEW, Arn Anderson. He left Arn to take care of me, which Arn took care of me in his own way, very firm. But yeah, I think when it's a Dusty type who's on some wrestling's Mount Rushmores for all that he did as an executive producer, as a booker, as they were once called, all that, I think that's the part that's a little bit different. And I know, like, Charlotte Flair, and then of course, like, Ava, Rock's daughter, like, and Dominic. Like, I was to turn around, him kick me in the gut last night. As much as it was a stiff kick, I thought, like, good for you. Yeah. Like, good for you, buddy. Like,
he had a lot of trouble getting into the ring last night, dude.
Did he?
Yeah, nobody was letting him in, bro. He was kept looking for an entry. It looked like between the crowd, he really gets it from the crowd, from the other guys. Like,
he's shitting on his dad, dude.
Everybody's mad at him.
So that's the thing. If they're booing you like crazy and they're cheering you like crazy, you're doing something right.
Right.
And in this era of, like, the social media, which is so responsible for so many positive things, one of the negative byproducts, of course, is that they all, bookers and promoters, can be too sensitive to it. If they're making noise, like I said, keep going.
For sure.
Print the money here.
Yeah.
Like, keep going. Like, don't get you'll hear a term in wrestling, you've probably heard this, go away heat, where they want you to go away. If they're booing you relentlessly, if they're wanting to throw stuff at the ring, that's not go away heat. If they're sitting on their hands looking at their phones, okay, then you're not.
A quiet arena is the worst thing you could ever end up with. You either want people going crazy or booing you.
It's the nightmare.
Hey there, if you like the clip, make sure to subscribe or check out this recommended clip to my right.